Hi! I'm enjoying the last bit of a sandwich. Just a peanut butter sandwich, because I ain't no fancy bitch. And there isn't a whole lot in the house. How is it going? For folks new here, hi! I'm surprised you're here. But my name is Tim. Or Tim.K. or TK. Whatever you prefer. If you prefer nothing, that's fine. I'm just vibing today. Today we're doing a bit of bear and breakfast. We finished Spider-Man, so that's why I didn't stream yesterday. As I wrap up the games, I'm gonna be putting the streams down as I figure out my schedule, basically. So there's gonna be a quick hiatus while I'm on the job hunt and while I get booked for interviews and appointments, and you know, I list out my full availability and all that. Just so that way I can modify the stream schedule to go around my work schedule. So unfortunately, there might be a bit of a slowdown. Giving you a heads up now. Just because, look, man, shit's rough right now. I'm negative 300 in the bank. I almost lost my phone. Because I had an overdue phone bill, and they texted me saying, like, hey, your phone bill's overdue, and if you don't pay it by tonight, your phone plan is going to get canceled. Like, awesome. So, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. So it's getting to a situation where I need to get work. I need to work. So that's what I'm doing. But I want to finish off some of the games that I've been playing on stream, and I want to make sure that they were done. So that way when we move on to a new chapter of the Tim.K. brand, we can jump in with fresh, hot new games. Still eating the last bit of my sandwich here. Bear and or breakfast. Is almost at its conclusion. I think. I don't know how much is left. We've been playing through all of the different levels. Maxed out pretty much all of the main, like, places and finished all their quest chains. The big one that I had to hurdle over was where I need to gather $50,000. So I was doing a bit of off-stream playing where I literally just sat idle, collecting money. Not literally, but, like, that was basically the gist of what I was doing. I was just, like, trying to collect money, and I managed to finish a couple of other side quests for pretty much every estate except for Pinefall. So we're almost done. Believe it or not. Before we jump in to the stream, I need to add an audio source. Let's make sure browser audio is in here. Because I found a thing that I need to share with you people. There's no video component to this. It's just a song. Right, it's a song from Persona. Persona Trinity Soul. And I remembered that it existed. I was able to find it fairly quickly when I went on Google and I searched Persona bad rap song. Because like I remember seeing it on a Tumblr post like forever ago, and then it just sprang into my mind, and I wanted to share it with the world today. So the song, if you want to look it up yourself, it is Burning Men's Soul from Persona Trinity Soul. And you know, it's a pretty standard like jazzy affair. I don't think it sounds bad, right? Like let's put it on here. Let me mute my music. And we're gonna put this on. Right, like it's just a vibe. Going ham on the flute. But you know that groove? It's got a nice groove. I'm moving, I'm swinging. But it's coming up. I want to warn everyone right now. This is the worst. Like, look, you might have a homie. God, I sounded so white saying that. You might have a friend. You might have a friend who thinks they can rap a bit. Who've thrown you some bars, and you thought, like, no. But, like, there's nothing really particularly nasty here. Like, it's not awful. It's pretty bad, though. Like, I'll just let it play out here. But just as a heads up, it is rough.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. Alright, no, sorry, I can't keep cutting it every time there's a line. But that's what stuck with me, right? That was the thing in my brain, like, I'm in the house like carpet. What does that mean? Are you on the floor? All right. Whole verse. We gotta just listen to the whole thing.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it out, put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel. Till everybody's gone and it's cool, then I spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Moan, but I call him Moan Lover, and he's more than a cover, he's a quilt. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on a hill, cause this shit gonna feel like velvet, turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle.
Where did the turtle come from? Listen, okay, I know we all mock like hashtag rap or semicolon rap or whatever the fuck. Usually it's connected, right? Usually when you do a punchline like that in a hashtag rap, it's related to the thing you were just talking about. Right, someone very kindly put the lyrics in the comments, so I can analyze them here. Spark it up with my brother. His mama named him Mo, but I call him Mo Lover, and he's more than a cover. He's a quilt. I mean that. You know what? Solid. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on the hill, because this shit's gonna feel like velvet turtle. I don't really know what he means by the house that John built. I want to assume that it's related to the Bible passage. You know, like, a house built on sand will never stand or whatever. Which is, like, I think an allegory for the church. But anyway. Built on the hill, right? Okay, it's on a hill. Because this shit's gonna feel like velvet? Velvet? Turtle. Like, full stop, turtle. This shit's gonna feel like velvet. turtle. To be fair, he drops turtle just so he can rhyme my style fits tighter than a girdle, which is that's solid. Listen, there's some there's some almost ideas in this. But look, nothing is as good as fucking I'm in the house like carpet.
If you hate it, then you can just leave it like Beaver. But in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the alphabet, you'll see that ism kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme is truly cooking. Peace to Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine or a hint. If you have time, I'll drop rhyme again.
That's it. That's the end of the rap. So if you missed most of that, style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can just leave it like Beaver. Doesn't rhyme. But then, to be fair, girdle was supposed to rhyme with turtle, so it doesn't have to connect that hard. If you hate it, you can just leave it like Beaver, but in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Because like the alphabet, you'll see. This ism kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhymes are truly cooking. Can I just hear I'm in the house like carpet again? Let's bring it back.
Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet.
He lands that delivery. He's so happy about that line. He going to the fucking studio. Book in hand. He wrote that on the subway on the way to the studio, and he's like, yeah, this is that shit. This is that shit, man. Kids are gonna be blasting this in the street. Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. And there's too many spits in the blow, I won't spark it. Put it in my pocket and save it for rocket fuel. It's out and it's cool. I smoke it up with my brother.
His
Mama named Mo, but they call him Mo Lover. Better cover, he's a quilt. Anyway. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, shit, my chair. It lowered itself. I've been delaying the stream long enough. Let's just get into bear. It's bear time. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's bear time. So, you can see it's day 125. I think we stopped last stream at 110. But you can see. We have the money. We have the money, Lebowski. That's not how that line goes. Anyway. I turned it down when I played by myself because, actually, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Because that way, I can put on my music. Because it's a very relaxing game. So. I have, Wade at every house now. He does a good job collecting garbage. Julia is feeding all of these places. I improve the food, and I improve some of the beds. Basically, now all I'm doing here is I finished a couple of the quest chains. I did get a new bit of clothing, which I can show off here. So I have, a puffy winter jacket and pleated beige pants. Those are some of the new things I got. You can see, though, that we've got a couple of... We knocked out all of the quests except for the progression quest for Pinefall, which at the moment, because I'm auto-booking everyone through Gus, I don't really have as much control, but I don't care too much. We have all of the facilities, and we have all of them at max level. So all we have to do is just wait for a guest with the movie buff trait to pop in. So that's just going to happen on its own. I don't really know what the total amount I'm spending on each house is. That's 600, 800, 2,000, 4,000, 3,000. I had to improve the food because, people be bitching. Tip-top shape. Not decorated enough. I mean, like I said, higher decoration requirements, I think. But either way. People were bitching in most of the places, like, not enough food quality or quantity. So I just made sure, across the board, like, let's add a few more items to the food to raise the quality a bit. I decorated a whole bunch. Basically just a bunch of little stuff here and there. So, yeah, I think, all in all, doing great. Because I have Jax doing the wood burning at the ski lodge, I had enough money that I could afford to bring him back. I basically sent all of the wood that we had, all the fuel, into these heaters and these cabins. So we're in, we're doing all right, all things considered. Not decorated enough, not comfortable enough, and not decorated enough. The only higher quality bed I could give you requires like 10 sheets of silk, man. Whatever. Either way, we have enough money to give to Margaret? And I think we have a decent amount of money that we can cover operating costs, and I won't lose too much. Because we have 77 or 7,747. Maybe I'll wait a day before I give her the money. Heresy, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay here at the Reddest Violet. Cozy little inn in the space between spaces. It's a lot like how I run things. So yeah, let's just wait till I have a bit more pocket money before I hand it off to what's her name, just so that way I can afford to pay my employees. In the meantime, I have been looking around at the other NPCs for quests. Beyond having all of the museum items, I don't really have any other quests remaining. I think the story progression has to happen before I can get new quests. So we're all caught up, more or less. There. I think we're in a really good position in this game right now. Really, it just comes down to making the money. But I didn't want to progress too far off stream without you guys here. So, like, yeah, these beds I was able to build for most of the locations. The only better bed I could make, theoretically, is the Louis, but that requires 8 silk sheets. And I think it's slightly larger, though I can't tell for sure. It doesn't add much comfort, but it just adds a few points of decoration. So I don't really know how to increase comfort in a bedroom. Okay, you need the other bedroom items. But it's good to know that, like, if I wanted to raise comfort, I don't have to stress about making the most expensive bed. That's really only for decoration value. And rather, I should be focusing on the wardrobes, which... What do I have here? I have the standard ones, but I need to make 5. Let's make those quick. Don't have enough mahogany. That's been my my bane, the bane of my existence. Just haven't been able to collect any mahogany. I've been ignoring all the wood piles that aren't mahogany. I'll take that, though. Why not? Yeah, we get it. You're upset. It's been mahogany and metal have been the main ones, but metal really only comes from the one spot, so I don't have as much control over that. Let's swing by Sawdust and see if we can't harvest a bit of mahogany from there. And the, what's it called? The snowy place. Just do a quick wood run. Thought you could run under that. That's on me. All the hours I put into this game, I should know what is and is not a navigatable path. Alright, we got a bit of wood there. Probably a bit more in these areas of the map. It's a higher end, material. I could buy it. I really don't want to, though, because it's like 500 for a single piece. Which seems steep to me. These rooms seem to have it, which is good. I didn't remember if I built them for everyone, or for the higher end estates or not. Yeah, I'm an idiot, so we're gonna open up Calculator. And I'm gonna do some dirty math. Just so I know how much I need per day as operating costs. Uh, 2010 plus. This is an important value, because I want to make sure that I have enough when I hand over all my money. Okay, so it's a good thing that I didn't, because I wouldn't have. I need 11,000 a day. At my current rate. But at the same time, the better the stay for people, the higher the star rating they give on the review, generally, the more they pay. So we just have to, hold out. Shouldn't be that bad. I've been getting rid of a lot of excess material just because I have so much of it and there's nowhere to put it. There comes a point where you just have, like, too much of something. 2 full stacks is plenty for most projects. Yeah, iron plate. It's the hard one to get. Come the next morning, we'll swing by the dump and harvest the metal. Harvest the metal. You are naked. And 2 people. That happens a lot. Alright, let's see. Show me those profits. Well, I broke even. So let's just do our metal run here. Get a lot of valuable iron plate, and cloth and whatnot. Not silk, though. Nobody's throwing out silk shit. Check it out. I'm in the house like carpet. I'm a 5-year-old. That shit is so funny to me. Now you might think, well, you know, Tim, you don't need to pay all these employees all the time. You could definitely reduce some costs here or there. And I could. I'm definitely finding Wade to be more useful than I assumed he would be. Just because harvesting garbage is such a tedious thing. Cooking is also fairly difficult. And you get a lot of guests that are very demanding. The reviews have been pretty bad lately. Don't know why. So yeah, the better the review, the better the stay. Food's disgusting! You're getting a 42 on food. Freezing at 24 degrees Celsius. That's like... That's room temperature. Yeah, sorry, I'm... People are so picky. This is the one thing I don't get about the game so far, is that, like, this industrial heater apparently doesn't generate a whole lot of heat. It's cold in here. It doesn't tell me temperature. Room's not decorated enough. It's cold in here. It's cold in here. It's cold in here. It would be prohibitively expensive for me to add a second heater. Let's just do it. I don't think I have room in these. No. I'd have to expand them a slight bit. Okay. Good enough? There. The door leads in from the outside. So now we have an extra heater, so people can stop fucking complaining about the temperature. He can manage those. So now he's 1,800 a day. We have 42 ratings on food. That is higher than most people want. 48. That's farmhouse. Look, do you want better food? Fucking fine. Okay, let's actually swap out our low-quality food. None of these are low quality. Egg Dippy is. We can swap out Egg Dippy for micro-baked apple. There. Now the prestige went down because now there's extra heaters, which means we're gonna have to get a few more decorations here and there. I want to get wall-mounted stuff mostly, just because I don't have a whole lot of floor space. Get a bunch of rugs. A couple of shelves, and we'll get some nice flowers to put on them. And let's decorate. We're gonna swap out the rugs in these rooms. Right, no, we can't because the rooms are too small. That's the best rug you'll get, and you'll like it. There, we're gonna get some nice little plants in there. Sure. It makes sense in my head. Yeah, let's add a shitty shelf to the bathroom with flowers on it. That feels like a thing. There's no way to delete a door, by the way. They're now just permanent. Here, have a rug in the movie theater, because I don't know where else to put it. Could put the terrarium there. And another rug in there. Okay. Let's see if I can fit those anywhere. I already have a gachapon. I don't have a snack machine. Kind of thought of it like a middle, like, gift shop vibe. I have a lot of barrels. They were cheap, and I think they look nice and rustic. I'm just desperately trying to think of ways to improve the quality of this place. Just subtle things, right? This already has a wine rack in that kitchen. Let's add a wine rack here. We've already got a hallway cupboard there. God, this is like... that's a movie poster. Let's put you... There's already one there. There's nothing up here. I'm gonna keep the barrel away for now. It's too much barrel. There, that's got a bunch of soundproofing in the movie theater, so you don't bother people when you're watching Marvel movie number 8, starring Keith Richards. I don't know why he's in it. More plants. More plants means more happy. Put the barrel there. So I've almost completely negated the negative status effect of having a second heater. But now, maybe, people will stop complaining about the temperature? Even though it's like, what, -5 Celsius out here. It's close to like 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And inside, it's 70. Like, any hotter and you'd be sweating your ass off. You got blankets. You're staying at a ski lodge, and you're not packing warm. This dude's out here in a t-shirt. Of course he's gonna be fucking complaining about how cold it is. I'm going off on this tangent, but like, I don't know. I thought the whole point of having an efficient heater would mean that I wouldn't have to have more than one operating. But here we are. Maybe now it's warm enough. What's the temperature? Can I check? 17. That heater is apparently not heating. Still cold in the cabin. Why is it 17 degrees Celsius? Why? What is Jax doing? Not his job that I pay him an exorbitant amount of money for. It's ridiculous. This is the only resort that has given me trouble, and it's all because of the temperature. At Pinefall, you need a heater, but like, you know, it's moderate fall weather, so people don't mind it being a little colder than 30 degrees Celsius. It's like close to 80, 90, and you want your room to be 90 degrees? Wear a goddamn blanket. I promise I'm a better host than this in my actual hotel. Now, we spent a bit, and we're now going to spend a little more every day because we have to operate two extra heaters for Jax to manage. Yeah, we are barely breaking even, which is not what you want. Decoration unseemly. People are so exhausting. Okay. The temperature should be better now. This one isn't even listing a temperature. These rooms are 40 degrees Celsius. It's almost 100 degrees. Why are these rooms so cold? It can't be like a distance from heater thing. This is for the building. That shouldn't be how it works. I shouldn't have to build my heater up here. I mean, if I have to, then I will. Because I can move all that shit downstairs. But, like... Come on, man. Let's try it. Right, build room, utility. Doesn't need to be huge, but just needs to fit both heaters. And Jax's thing. Now, cabins. There. Now. Fuck. Okay, finally. So it does have to be on the same floor, I guess. Which shouldn't be how heaters work. These are industrial heaters with piping. Like, they're central systems. They should operate through the whole building. I shouldn't have to move the utility room upstairs just for it to run. That's not how it works. Okay. Rant aside. With this area clear, I want to move, like, the merch area to this front door. That just makes sense to me. There we go. And over here. Does that make sense? No. Doesn't need to, thankfully. Excellent. Let's leave the rug up there. And the gachapons. Just outside the movie theater. Makes sense to me. There used to be, at my local theater, I say used to be, like, it's still there. But at my local theater, there used to be, these collections of different gachapon machines that mostly had, like, those phone charms back when that was a thing. And I remember that so vividly. Specifically the Winnie the Pooh phone charms, because my aunt adored those. Used to collect them. Alright, has anyone complained about the temperature? No. The food is apparently disgusting, even though the rating is 52 on the food. What food are you eating that you find disgusting, sir? Why is your taste so bad? Alright, should I take off anything that's below a certain rating? Because there's nothing in my food at these locations that's bad. They're all, like, high-rated food. What are you eating? The schnapps is thematic. It's my lowest rated food. Everything else here is, like, above 4. Like, guys. It's like going to a buffet and complaining that the pizza was bad. Like, yeah, it's it's buffet pizza. It's not a Cece's or a Pizza Hut. You went to a Chinese buffet and got pizza from the buffet and nothing else and complained that the pizza was bad. That's literally what these people are doing. Because the food I'm providing them is great. They just don't eat the good food, I guess. They show up and eat one thing and leave. And then rate it poorly online. Because the one piece of food that they ate was bad. Again, because we're basically breaking even, I need to make sure that we have around 60,000 or so. Oh, I finished the challenge. I gotta head back. This place is a lost cause. I've done everything I can. Wait, what is its decoration level at? Oh, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to counteract the negative decoration rating from the heating rooms. And also the negativity from the people complaining about how under-decorated their rooms are. So now I have a bunch of paintings. These paintings are already in their room, but now they get 2. Okay, I can face that one away from the camera, so that way there is some ambiguity as to it being a completely different painting. There we go. We hit the minimum score. So now we're prestige level 7. The entire estate is well decorated, well catered to. They can shut up. We're gonna head back to Pinefall. And take care of business. Build a level 2 arcade, then host 2 guests with the nerd and the tinfoil hat trait. Yeah, so level 2 arcade, level 2 museum. Already built. I've made all the games, and I have all of the museum displays and all of the arcade games built. So we are absolutely Gucci golden. This is basically like the resort building. I've ran over like the Pinefall floor plan before. But this area is a hotel. You're still full. Like this whole building is a building people stay in. I just wanted to see the room status. Thank you. Yeah. So all of these rooms. This is just kind of more like a house. But the main structure over here is closer to a hotel. And I wanted to set up like this downstairs area like a hotel. Like you have the hotel dining room here. For the continental breakfast. You got all the merch here. Concierge desk. Then you come upstairs. And there's the more rooms. And there's the lounge here. Facing out on this beautiful giant window. That's where you get your Instagram shots, is in that cabin. In that lounge. Looking out in that beautiful giant bay window. Alright, so we should have more payouts from this hotel. Which is good. Because I need money. In terms of fuel and everything like that, they're totally fine. This is basically what I've been doing the whole time. It's just like whittling the days down. But I never did the math on how much it would cost per day until this stream, and then I realized, like, oh, I should make sure I have enough for the day after I pay out my my quest, so that I can afford to keep operating. Someone on the Steam forums for this did post, like, that it's almost impossible to turn a profit. But, like, to a certain degree, you don't need money anymore. Basically, I'm just making enough to pay my employees. People are getting a good stay, and I don't really care about, like, profiting off of that. At least not anymore, considering that I've built everything that cost money. I'm at a point now where I don't need to worry because everybody's got a nice place to stay. I'm not stressing about, like, build materials or ingredients or this, that, and the other thing. Everything's cool. Really, right now, I'm just trying to make sure that I have a cushion after I pay this out. Because that's the big thing. Oh, excuse me. I'm running off 2 cups of coffee. And I'm just absolutely vibing. The heating mechanic is definitely the one that I feel like is the one of the more stressful. arguably more annoying. Let's see. All right. So, yeah, there's new operating costs. So now I need to do the math again. 49.70 plus 33.90 plus 2010 plus 810 plus 550. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. The iOS calculator sucks. You can't just do plus, 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 and it keeps going. You have to do each addition on its own, which is frustrating. So we're at operating costs is at 11,700 a day. Which means I'm just gonna need hold on. I need 69,000. Nice. To break even. To ensure that I can pay Margaret and still have money to pay employees. Because Gus is booking some people in who stay for 2 days instead of just one, there are a few slow days. There is no option, as far as I can tell, to make money outside of your hotel business, despite the fact that everything in your inventory has a material cost. I can't sell this stuff. I guess there's a good reason, because, like, yeah, electronics are $350 a unit. If I sold all of those, I would have $35,000 right there. I imagine that, like, selling stuff should be an endgame thing. At least that's my hope. In terms of operating costs, I don't mind paying most of it. It's just that cooking seems to be one of the more expensive things, because people demand better food than I can actually provide them. Yeah, Pinefall's been getting a lot of perfect reviews. It's just like a couple of guys who are like, oh, I ate bad food. Okay, recent reviews are better. I had a bit of a dip because temperatures were low. But now that I have added a second heater, people seem to be complaining less about the temperature. And we've improved the food. So how are folks doing? I really want to move on, but I want to make sure that I have, like I said, like I want to make sure that I'm I'm not screwed here, basically. Once you start getting to the end game and have to juggle everything all at once, it can be a lot, but it's still fun. Still absolutely worth playing. Does the witch have anything to say? I don't remember. I don't think so. Finished all of her quests. I just want to check in on her. Sometimes you should just check in on your friends, even if they don't ask you to. What's Twiggy got to say? Come back. Of course, she's not a real witch. We don't even own a broom. Video games. Professional trash talker at your disposal. At your garbage disposal. I'm gonna go visit home. I don't visit the thicket nearly enough. If I have trouble falling asleep, I just start reading my book. Guess my brain would rather shut off than read another word. Beaver just means more friends to hang out with. You strike me as a real leave the gun, take the cannoli kind of guy. I'm good at the guitar. Is my mom doing laundry at 8 at night? There we go. Okay. I feel pretty confident going to Margaret, Martha, One of those two. Oh, Barbara. Literally says right there. Go into Barbara with 10,000 in pocket. Any excess that I'd turn in from actually running the businesses should be more than enough to cover operating costs. I've delayed this long enough. I want to move on with the story, and I want to see where things go. Have you collected all 50,000 coins, Hank? This is quite the accomplishment. Certainly more money than I've ever dreamed about earning myself, even before everything went belly up. The regime fell and everything came crashing down after it. No one came back for us. For a while, I wasn't even sure there was anyone left who could. The world collapsed. Our world collapsed. All that was left were unknown, run-down buildings and piles of garbage. And me. Alone. Ever since. I haven't seen another soul in this place, Hank, until you came along. Who knew after all these years it would be a forest that would come back for me? Nice of you to remember to visit. Apologetic bear noises. Aww. It's alright. It's already behind us. I have a very simple request. I believe that the old lighthouse in Whetstone Bay is a disgrace to our efforts. It is hideous and repulsive in its current state. If you're serious about running our valley around, it's very important this mistake gets remedied. And quickly. It's recently come to my attention that a key part needed to repair the thing, its central lens, is somewhere on the beach. Just left there, among the old forgotten shipment. This crowbar should be good enough to pry open the gates, but my arms aren't what they used to be. Yours seem just fit for the job. I got an achievement called Unforeseen Consequences. Right, I know exactly where that is. It's faster to get to beachside from the crossing than it is from Whitestone Bay. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. Easier than it looked. Some numbers are written down here. 4, 8, 15. Alright. That was easy. I got the lens. Be careful. It can break very easily. And will for the most important task you've ever had. It's very close now. I can feel it. The valley becoming whole again. All this work, all this effort for so long. Take the lens and enough materials with you to Whitestone Bay. And restore that lighthouse. It's important you do so quickly. The reputation of the entire valley is at stake. Determined bear noises. Oh, and Hank. Good luck. Is something gonna happen? I do want to repair this lighthouse, because it has been bothering me that it's in disrepair. Same with this area here. I wish I could fix that, but there's no sign for it. I've already cleared it of debris, because I had to run through here to get the radio. I have all of those. The lighthouse towered over Whitestone Bay, watching over the sea like an old sailor. With a faint click and a loud hum, it suddenly turned on. That's a good image of Hank. The giant lens at the top shined out into the distance like a beacon. Boats and ships once again approached Silver Valley. Oh, this is cute. I like this. Did I fix the stairs? No. Okay. So now I just return to Barbara. Huh? Oh. Where should she have gone to? She didn't even leave a note, did she? Huh. That's concerning. You know, I'm pretty sure Oliver was the guy who drove me here. And I could have asked him on the bus, but now let's get over there. Oliver, wake up. How's it hankin'? Get it? How's it? You okay, bud? Looking for Barbara. Have you seen her? Barbara? Nice old lady with the green hat? Can't say I have. Never seen her take the bus either. Trust me, bud, I'd know. Have you thought about asking Beanie? She's got a great vantage point up her in her tower. Maybe she spotted her somewhere. I'm so stressed out I fell asleep. Whew. Whew. I don't have enough money for another day. We'll have to figure that one out. Pleasure's all mine, big guy. How you doing? You alright? Seem a little down. Have you seen the old lady in the green hat lately? Yeah, I know Barbara. I actually saw her a few hours ago, roaming the valley like she always does. Didn't pay no mind since she ignores me and I ignore her. It's how it's always been. But she did seem in an awful hurry this time. Oh, and she was missing her green hat. Was she alone? Was she being kidnapped? Unless you can kidnap yourself. She was headed down into the desert. My best estimate looks like she was en route to hit the beach. You might run into her there. Huh. Oh, the crab with the sword. A postcard. Was she waiting for a boat to leave? No sign of Barbara on the beach. No sign of her anywhere. Yeah, the little boat that's usually here is gone too. There's a tiny postcard on the dock. What did you say? It's probably just your imagination. Because who uses postcards anymore, am I right? Barbara's probably just running around somewhere, looking for increasingly suspicious things. Like any normal old lady. Since when do inanimate objects hold two-way conversations? Since always. I've always talked to my favorite objects. How do you know I'm your favorite? You haven't even flipped me over and read what I say yet. In a minute. I'm in no rush. Sitting on the moldy wooden deck in front of Hank was a small, colorful postcard. On the back it read, Dear Mrs. Barbara Ferrier, thank you for contacting Pon Voyage about an exciting expansion opportunity in Silver Valley. A representative will be sent on site at your earliest convenience. Although the people of Silver Valley have always been a welcome and hospitable community, we appreciate the severity of renovations required in the area and welcome your assistance in rebuilding your beloved home. Your contributions to our development efforts will not go unrecognized. Upon completion of your premium partnership duties, you will be eligible for a one-way ticket aboard our world-class cruise liner. We look forward to offering you the escape of a lifetime. She used me for land development! Poor thing. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. If she wanted to leave, she was going to anyway. It wasn't because of you. I'll make your favorite honey biscuits, so you'll forget all about it. I had to run back after an hour. No ship or boat that I could find. I think she's gone for good, buddy. You want to go trash your place? We can go trash your place. In fact, I'll go ahead and get a head start with that. William! Sorry, ma'am. Can't believe she just left. Oh, my baby boy. Tried so hard to get things back on track, to fix the valley step by step, to help her get to the bottom of whatever she was looking for, to fix the cabins, the resorts, everything. Buddy, she just left. I didn't trust her to begin with. She'd never stop for ear scratches anytime she walked by. That's a clear sign. True. Clear sign of fleas. I'll give you a sign so clear. Children. Sorry, ma'am. I think Hank needs a little space. Why don't you two go check if your errands have somehow been magically completed, will you? Aww. Except outside, right now. Come on. My unchanging emotion. My dear boy. Just don't get it, Mom. She was so nice to me and said nice things too. I really thought I was helping. You did help her, but not in the way you thought. I don't know what was going through her head, Hank. I don't think she ever planned on staying. She's going to leave no matter what. You just happened to be her ticket out. I can't blame her. I ran away too. I had a lot less weighing me down and a lot more to fight for. My dear boy. Don't know what I'm going to do on my own now. Same as you've been doing so far. You've been doing a great job with all of this. It's alright if you want your life to be about making others happy, so long as you go first. True. It's been my goal. Can't give others what you don't have. What if it's not enough? Fuck, man, that's hitting me. Only has to be enough for you. Everything else will follow. You did the best you could, Hank, for everyone, including her. Get some rest. There's a lot of humans still waiting for you out there. Am I gonna have another nightmare? Ask Jax about Xian, the Binturong. What is a Binturong? Something I'm not familiar with. I'm not gonna have enough money to pay people this week, am I? Or today. We'll find out. I'm stuck on a rock. I sense something's on your mind. Is there anything you'd like to ask me? I love Jax. I love doing the Jax voice, too. Do you know anything about that old building to the east? West? It's an old mountain shelter, built long before any of the old ski cabins were ever started. Now it's just a home to a sorrowful fate. Inside it lives Xian, an elder bear cat that's been in there for a long time. But he's not keen on leaving, as far as I could gather. He's not been very responsive to me or anyone over the years. You could, of course, try your own luck. I've talked to him a few times with no idea as to who he is. He's, given me a broken mirror as part of my museum. Alright. I know your name is Xian. Are you okay? Do not speak that name. Sorry, I heard it from someone else. No one dares speak that name, for it is as dead as its bearer. You don't look dead to me, I think. No, indeed. The forest likes to play around with you that way, never sharp enough to deal a lethal blow. Would rather keep you on the edge of becoming a pallid corpse. Can I help? I can make some fire. Do not assume. Do not assume you know what I've suffered through, and that you can simply fix it. Like you fixed the lodges for those demons to return. I see. What do you do here? Nothing. I do nothing. Nothing but sit and freeze. That is what I do. Can I get you something warm to eat, maybe? You fool. There's nothing in this world that could ever begin to warm these old insides. Is that a challenge? It is nothing but a shallow attempt at sympathy. Sounds like a challenge to me. Hearty soup time. Alright. Let's hope I can afford to pay my employees. Okay. I'm just making enough. I'm literally breaking even here. But at least people are enjoying their stays. I just need to remember what I need for a hearty soup. I moved my kitchen. It used to be in Winterberry, but because of one of the requirements for the Pinefall renovations, I moved the fancy kitchen to Pinefall. So all the nice stuff for cooking is here, which is convenient because the store is just down the road. Right, so, hearty soup. I need carrots, beans, potato, herb, and onion. Carrot, beans, potato, herb, and onion. It's mostly the... I don't have any potatoes. Do have onion. Thought I had a full stack of herbs somewhere. I think I do. I just need to remember where to find potatoes. I think they're around here. Thankfully, I don't need to buy anything. Yeah, I think potatoes are up the valley this way. So, knowing that Barbara, like, moved here to run a resort town, and then the government collapsed around her, and she was trapped here for most of her adult life, I don't blame her for wanting to run, but to abuse the kindness of others feels harsh. Huh. I've never noticed this castle here before. Looks like a chunk fell out. I guess I have to find the other chunk. As for beans, I don't remember where beans spawn. But I do have some potato. I feel like I'm going to need a decent amount of beans to cook. Do I buy beans? No. They're somewhere. I guess the takeaway, too, is that Hank is the kind of person who is going to do things for other people in order to make them happy, even if he doesn't really realize that he's being used. And I can sympathize with that. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where my kindness was abused. I can't really think of any specific examples of that happening in my life, but I'm definitely the kind of person that would happen to. I think there's a bean crop here. Could be wrong, though. It's just herbs. Hey, Julia, where are beans? I used to have, like, so much of the food, but, like, it takes up a lot of inventory space. I have 8 beans. I don't know how much I need per. Sorry. Alright, let's go back to the hearty soup. Boil, carrot, bean, and potato. I think I have just enough for 3. Simmer, herbs, and onion, fuel. I have exactly enough for 3. Excellent. Now we're going to put all that in storage here. All the extra food ingredients. A shift-click command would be really nice. I've talked about this before on stream. It's just like... there is no, you know how, like, Minecraft inventory systems, you control-click, you bring over exactly one of the item. You shift-click, you send over the whole stack. That's not a thing. You have to click and drag every item. I don't know how the controller inputs work, because I know they've been porting this to the Switch. I believe the Switch version is out. So I don't know how this controls outside of the context of mouse and keyboard. But I hope that there's some quick commands for controller. Here, have a soup. I brought you something. I thought you need more than usual, so I made more than usual. I told you, your efforts are quite futile. Futile and savory. Give it here. Do you like it? You've done quite the impossible feat. You've given me a memory. Memory I thought was long forgotten. Oh yes. There isn't anything in this world quite as magnificent as a shady branch on a hot summer morning. At the end of the day, it's still the only you that needs to be satisfied. So being mindful of the branches in life is a good idea. Sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is nothing at all. But as quickly as I learned that philosophy only works when you're content with the little that you were born with. My regularly scheduled nothing was abruptly interrupted one day by those that are never content. They chased me for hours and finally cornered and trapped me. I was suddenly just a trophy, something to be taken and sold. Forever doomed to a life of nothing by force. Forgotten long ago. I didn't know. Can I help you? Do you want to get out of here? There was nothing in the world I would have wanted more a few years ago. Now, I have nothing to return to. Time has passed over me and over the world. The creature that came here is gone, and so is its home. It was replaced by me. And I live here, in this run-down, cold ruin. But I will continue this debate no longer. I leave you with something in return for your soup. There are dark forces you do not understand that govern this world. They sometimes torment my dreams and bother my sleep. The answers you seek are behind doors, locked by these forces. You must find 3 horned devils by the sea. They will lead you to where you wish to go. My chair started lowering itself again. I bought a new cylinder so that I wouldn't have to deal with this, but here we are. Okay. 3 horned devils by the sea. Now, there are 3 NPCs that I know who live by the ocean. And they're bats. So they don't have horns, near as I can tell. But that's where I want to start. What the?
Get a load of this guy.
Where'd you get off coming off into the Dark Brood's lair? Didn't look that dark to me.
Typical wise guy. Your flesh looks nice and tender, just like he likes it.
Thank you.
Yes, nice and juicy.
We're by the sea. I count 1, 2, 3 weird-looking devils. You know anything about dark forces?
Tweet it. Ha! He's killing me over here. Whoa there, guy.
We know nothing on an empty stomach.
We want something nice and juicy for ourselves. If we know anything, that is.
You can have a bite of me.
What are you, a ding-dong? That's disgusting. Could never go on his turf. But we could go for some nice peaches. Those are nice and juicy. Better be nice and cooked and tender-like.
Better be enough for all of us. I have to cook peach cobbler?
Little treats.
There's peaches here. I imagine it's going to need sugar and flour because it's, a cobbler's just a shitty pie, right? I feel like that's a controversial statement. Because I prefer most cobblers. But, like, it's just a pie. God, there's a lot of garbage. I'm garbage rich. I don't remember all the requirements, but I'm going to assume I'm gonna need milk, butter, flour, maybe an egg. They're not really sorted in much of an order, near as I can tell. Sugar, lemon, flour, peach, and... yeah, sugar, lemon, flour, and peach. So I need sugar. And lemon. So... let's buy some sugar and some flour. Because I only have one flour. As for the lemon, I know where to get some. That's in Winterberry. I don't want to spend too much money, but I want to make sure that I have enough to make the 3 peach cobbler. I'm just going to blaze right through this. I'll also remind folks that, yeah, tomorrow, it's going to be the Splatfest. I'm definitely going to be streaming that. So if you're excited for some Splatoon. I've been playing a lot of it. The main thing I've been doing is that the game keeps giving me clothes. I bought a few pieces myself, but, like, the main thing that I'm trying to do is just finish all the clothes. Like, I don't want clothes with, like... question mark slots. I want to knock out all of that. So I think she took credit for my improvements to the valley. However, like, was she the one who put all the Pon Voyage stuff around? Was she the one... I don't know. We'll have to figure it out as we go. Okay. Six peaches. And, yeah. Perfect. Up. There we go. Put all that away. Let me go bring the peach cobbler. Little guys. Little bats. Dude, 3 peach cobblers for you.
These'll do. So what do you want to know? Has he come to you? Has he talked to you yet? Yeah, the Bloody Prince. The sanguinary sovereign. The bird god.
I don't think so. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone like that.
But you are looking for him, correct? Otherwise, what you're doing fetching peaches for a bunch of good-looking weirdos.
Well, I've had some weird dreams lately.
So he has paid you a visit.
Just dreams.
Yeah, that's his usual MO. Before he hunts your flesh and feasts on your remains. He terrorizes your dreams to tenderize your brain. For better eating. The fewer thoughts, the better. Less chewy.
I am both scared and also do not believe a word you're saying.
Oh, no? Well, don't come to us and you'll just be another bag of bones for his pile.
I don't think you thought that one through.
Listen, if you're so sure he does not exist, we challenge you. Challenge you to prove that he does not exist. That's how it's usually done. Go to the Forbidden Forest, to the east. You'll find an entrance to a cave. That's the last place we saw him, or we think we did. He doesn't like to be seen.
Hang on. I can do that. I'm getting a phone call. Hey, guys. Guys, I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
Hi, this is the last chance from Capital One. Congratulations. On your excellent payment history, you now qualified for 0% interest rate.
I don't own a credit card. I've never owned a credit card. I have this red feather that I found from the caves that I was exploring. I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, I'm getting a decent chunk of money now. Enough to like, be able to swing these employees, which is good. Alright. Found anything? I did, actually. I found this feather.
You what? Found feather. A feather from him? This is it. This proves everything. We knew it! You were right to be scared. Your body felt it before your mind caught up. That fear in your spine was just your survival instinct trying to save you. If only it knew better than to even try. The bird god is real. The bloody prince of darkness lives. He roams in the dark caves. We knew we saw him with our own eyes. We did! He has a dark figure, bloodshot eyes, and giant scaly wings. His monstrous wings shed bloody feathers every day, making way for new ones. His sharp claws and needle-like jaws can even tear through a coconut. Yeah! And he will bring his wrath upon the world once again. All hail the bird god!
That art is sick.
It's so clear now. You must go find him. You must.
No, I certainly mustn't.
He calls for you. You must seek him. You know where you must go to find him. The cave. The cave! Don't answer that.
Oh, how could we have been so blind? They're bats.
On our last voyage there, we found this key on the ground. Well, we found the fuzzy thing. The key came with it. It might be useful inside the cave. The cave!
What if I refuse to go look for your bird god?
Then he will come looking first.
Alright, solid argument. Cool. Alright, I know what to do. We gotta go to Dark Grove, we gotta go to the cave. We finally have a key. Honestly, I had assumed that, like, the NPCs all had keys to this because I thought that all of the remaining humans were a member of this cult. But hey, shows what I know. There are still a bunch of locked doors back there. And this unlocks one of them that's deepest in the cave. This one requires a different key, the iron key. If I recall correctly, the fuzzy key opens up the door at the end of this path. Yes. Seems to lead into a hidden chamber. If you're speaking, I can't see it. If you're speaking, I can't see it. It's the cut there. It's about time already. I've been waiting for ages. Hello? Well, don't just stand there with a smart look on your face. I'm famished. Are you the bird god? God, king, lord, emperor, pick your favorite. As long as you bring me something to eat at once. I am Vlad, and you shall not address me directly. You look a lot less scary than I thought. Oh, I'll turn into something scary, all right. Unless you get me something edible soon, I might just have to devour you. You have significantly fewer teeth than I thought. Quickly now, something red and delicious, something I can really sink my significantly fewer teeth in. I think your lord will go in for some beets. I trust you still grow those around here. Okay. Rusty key. Probably opens an equally rusty locked door. Oh, beet chips. Those I can make. There's another door in the caves that I think that opens. I was going for a Snape voice with him. Just because I didn't want to do, like, the stereotypical Dracula. Somewhere in these caves there's a rusty door. There it is. Oh, hey, Prospector's Tools. I have one back in my inventory, I think. Or... Wait, no, another NPC asked for it. How did this get all the way in here? Oh. Well, I'll head back. I think I'm looking at stuff I'm not supposed to yet. This cave is suitably spooky. I'll give him that. There's just wood in here. Huh. Well, I don't have the key for that. But that's what that chest contained. I also definitely don't have the key for this. This is, spooky, to say the least. Hey, surprise, we got, culty stuff in our cute business management sim. Beet chips, I think, is just literally roasting them. I don't think you even season them. I mean, in real life you probably do, but in this game you do not. You know, we should get Sean to run the, lighthouse. He wouldn't be freezing. And it does need to be maintained. He's already used to the isolation, the solitude. People will leave him well enough alone. I'm literally breaking even. Thankfully, at this point, I don't think I need to build anything. I just kind of want to finish the Pinefall challenge, though. It would require me having specific guests. So I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to turn him off. Gonna have him run the other stuff, and I'm gonna manually start booking people in. And these folks are already booked. Leaves tomorrow, leaves in 2 days, leaves tomorrow, leaves in 2 days. Yeah. So they're all booked in. But I'll start handling manual bookings for Pinefall. Just so that way I have a better selection. Now, I should have beats here, I assume. No. I don't remember where beets grow. I should probably check High Lake. I feel like they're on the farm. This is the real challenge. It's like finding where food is. So strawberries, potatoes, these are just herbs. That's corn. It's a wheat field. Potato. The quest doesn't tell me where beets grow. And I don't have any in storage, do I? No. I've definitely picked up beets at one point. Just blanking. There we go. Just harvest from the greenhouse. Aw. All right. The reviews are better. People are happier. With all of the ingredients harvested, let's head back to Pinefall. I only need to make 3 beet chips, so I don't think they need too many beets per serving. I remember cooking these at one point. Snappy beet chips. Are you serious? It needs... Okay, it does need... Oh, I can make 4. Okay, good. I thought I needed 2 per. And I was 1 short, if that was the case. Alright, let's put all the cooking shit away. As is tradition. Back to Gloomwood. Or Darkgrove. Gloomwood is a video game. I think it's free on Epic right now. They don't pay me to say that. It was just probably why the game was on my mind. It's a good thing I opened up all the shortcuts. Makes getting around a lot easier. Have you brought me my beets? Yeah, got them right here. Give it here. Something to appease the royal stomach. What's taken you so long, anyway? I've been waiting here for what feels like ages. Is the ceremony ready? What? No, I don't even know who you are. Peasants. They keep me waiting all this time, and they finally send over peasants. Listen, you, and listen well. Your king shall not be treated this way. King who? King, god, whatever you see me as. I was quite happy in my old land, even without my special title. I could even say that the modest amenities there were better than these royal chambers. I think we have very different definitions of royal, mister. I can't believe they sent such a simpleton after all this time. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's anything kingly about this place. It's a hole in the ground. An abandoned one. Abandoned? How dare you? These are clearly imperial grounds. You wouldn't know noble blood if it executed you in the town square. Why have you been locked in the royal chambers for all this time? Because of the preparations, of course. It is my endless grace that I allow you to hear this explanation. Only this once. I was chosen as next in line for the divine throne by my loyal followers. They came to my home and took me on the regal trip towards my new kingdom post-haste. It was quite a brutal journey, even by servant standards. For the good of the realm and my own protection, the guards brought me here, to the Imperial Dark Cellar, where I would await ceremony preparations to be complete. I should be summoned for my coronation shortly. They do like to take their time. Can't believe I have to explain myself to a provincial. I see. Well, at least you're not the bloodthirsty bird god looking to hunt me for sport. How rude. That's what your weird little followers told me. If you mean the 3 gremlins smelling around the caves for a whiff of my royal behind, I carry no such entourage. And you can very much inform them that absent a coronation ceremony, I am to be left alone. I don't think there's going to be one, Vlad. Oh no? Why else did I be brought all this way, then? You are simply not well informed enough to grasp the intricacies of high-level diplomatic arrangements. I will be here awaiting my servants. You are not intelligent enough to be one, then be gone from my sight. Royal chambers, what a churl. What an interesting guy. Right. Time to see if I lost any money. Whew. I'm making, like, the tiniest amount of profit. Either way, I'm afloat, and that's what's important. Alright, now let's go tell the flight. So he was brought here. Was there going to be a zoo? Is that why there's so many weird animals here? Were they going to build a zoo? I mean, there's a goat. I mean, the dog makes sense in Winterberry because he's like a rescue dog. He's like a Saint Bernard. The goat was apparently owned by the captain's family. If I had to guess, the captain was probably the guy who was harvesting all of these animals for some twisted game. Maybe he was just a very avid hunter. But a binturong is an odd one.
Was there anything in there? Did you see him?
Hate to break it to you, fella, but there ain't any gods. Definitely not any bird ones.
I told you you'd be too scared to go.
I went through the entire cave, and I found your bird god.
No, you didn't. You're still alive.
I did, actually. His name's Vlad, and he has a considerably smaller amount of teeth than I was told.
But the feathers.
Turns out parrots shed feathers, especially when forced into a tiny room.
That's impossible.
Oh, and he asked you to don't go creeping in on him anymore. He's got other priorities.
This doesn't make any sense. The vision in the dream said to look for it, to look for the bird god.
Starting to think we should all skip late dinners before bed.
Maybe it was just our imagination. I haven't dreamed it in a while. Not since the night of the fire, after the bear died.
So is it the what?
Yeah, the big fire. Were you born yesterday?
What was that about? A bear? There's no other bears in the valley except me and my mom.
Yeah, there was. They died in the fire, we think. How do you not know about that?
I don't know.
It's a big deal. That doesn't usually happen.
Who was the bear? Did you know them? How did it happen?
Am I taking your unexpected revelations elsewhere? Kind of have our own to deal with here. Besides, it's not us you should be asking about bears around here. Our flavor is murderous, ruthless gods, and those aren't even in anymore, apparently.
I'll find someone else to ask. It is my dad, right? My dad was the other bear, and he died in the fire. And there's a gravestone in the thicket that I can't read, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Is the quest going to make me do a runaround, or should I just go to who I think so? Yeah, go to my mom. How is it that I got to be like, I don't know, Hank seems like fairly young. Bears age differently, obviously, but like, let's describe him as a young adult. Sorry. Allergies. Seem a little off. Hey, Ma. Yeah, I'm okay. I just got something I need to ask. Did something happen? No, I'm alright. Do you know anything about another bear in the valley? Oh. Thought it was just the two of us. Of course it's just us, dear. Who else could it be? I don't remember a lot about the fire. I was so little. Hank, dear, I'm feeling a little cold in my fingers. Would you mind bringing me your old Mom and I's hot cup of tea? Okay. Yeah, let me go get you a cup of tea. Runs across the country. Maybe having the one kitchen was a mistake. But considering how much it adds negative decoration, having it here just seems better. Now, I do have linden, but I just want to see what else I need for it, if not just linden flower. Where is it hiding? Spicy linden tea. Honey, ginger, and linden. Okay. So I do have honey. I have ginger and linden in the truck. Oh, Margaret was my mom's name. Okay. That makes sense. We make a lot of it. Okay. So, yeah, I imagine this is going to be a heart-to-heart, isn't it? I'm going to find out that my dad died, and that he was apparently significant in some sort of magic ritual that involves a bunch of other animals, and I'm supposed to take his place in the ritual. Or something. It's my current assumption. Whoa! Careful, it's hot. Aww. Aww. Ma. You should open a tea shop. I don't even know what all the flowers look like. I just know the water boils. Hey! A bit too sweet, maybe. Ma. Yes. Is there something you're not telling me? Hank, my dear boy. My dear, dear boy. Aww. I've always told you what your name came from the spirits, Hank. Well, in a way it did. It was your brother who picked it. His name was Artie, and he was the best kid anyone could ask for. All the nonsense and myths about the gods, they're all stories to scare children. But I won't lie and say I didn't pray to them at that evening. On that night, the night of the fire, the universe was merciless. The sky felt so heavy, even before the sun set, you could tell death was in the air. Artie was afraid the fire would spread, and he left to save his friends. He never came back. All we found was his burnt hat and torn clothes, pierced by these black stone needles. The fire went on for over a week. We ran and ran until we managed to escape here, this little corner of the woods. This is where we finally stopped to rest. It was just the two of us from then on, trying to survive. You, me, and the pain that kept us company for all these years. I shouldn't have let him go. It's my brother. Never told another soul about this. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, Hank. I'm sorry I haven't told you after all this time. I was afraid. I thought that if you knew, you would make it real again. It would bring the pain back, and it would tempt death again somehow. It'd come take you, too. It won't. I wouldn't let it. Sorry I lied. I understand. Just a little surprised, I guess. Artie loved you a lot. He was strong, but also kind and caring. You were just as much. After that night, I didn't think I was going to make it. But you kept me afloat. You made me keep going. I'm sorry, Ma. You have nothing to be sorry about. You have an amazing and kind soul. Which you always share with others. Always so carefully. I'd like you to have this. It somehow kept Artie close to me all these years. I think it's time he was by your side. Shit, dude. Oh, God. Hi, I'm emotional over silly bear game. My chair is lowering itself again. Ugh. It's not even that, like, I sit in it in a weird way. It's just that it decides to lower itself. Who do I need? I need tinfoil hat people. So I guess that's museum. Onyx thing. There was a door in Gloomhaven, whatever. Ah, put my hand in the wrong spot on the keyboard. Huh. Yeah, if I go this way, and I think down here, I think I can use the Onyx thing to open a door. The teen falls perfectly in place, completing the head of the dark sown stag. The path is clear. Oh. Huh. Hi. Thought I told you to move. You take on a great risk for coming here. I'm surprised you found your way in. What are you? Silence. You are to speak only when spoken to. This is not your parrot friend's cellar. I am Eris, and I do not respond to any inquiries. Unless I am required to. Are you required to? Do not tempt fate. You are just as guilty as them for opening the way again. Opening the way for who? The people? I said silence! If you wish to ask a question, I will grant you one answer. But it must be one. One question, one answer. So, what do you know about people? Humans are walking, talking plague upon the world. They are capable of creating means they do not comprehend. Means of creation and means of destruction. And they are easily manipulated. They do not value other life around them unless it is to their benefit. They sometimes barely value their own. Their stupidity brought immeasurable destruction to this land, bringing suffering to themselves, but also to all the animals. What about the animals? One question, one answer. What about us? What do you know about animals? Animals are nothing if not less destructive humans. Animals do not seek to live beyond their means. Survival is both a noble and self-sustainable goal that animals do not seek to overstep. They are more sincere and less volatile than humans. That is why the god aspects keep their animal form, instead of appearing human. What do you know about gods? Gods are simple to perceive, but difficult to understand. We are aspects of the world, concentrated into a conscious form. We are not born. We are an accumulation of energies emitted by the universe. Every world is different, and every universe radiates different energies that assemble different gods. I am one of them. In this universe, I am the god of disorder and fear. That checks out. This world has another 4. Think very carefully about your next question. Could very well be your last. Which one of the gods looks like a bird? Is that your question? Yeah. That's the only one I saw in my dream. You saw Kai in your dreams. That is not possible. So it's Kai then. What are they the god of? Come on, I've just asked like 20 questions already. Just give me a straight answer. Are you lying? tell you if you tell me what's going on. Very well. In an ideal universe, humans would not have to exist, yet they do, which proves just as far from ideal this one truly is. But in actuality, nothing is universal and neither are humans. Some are indeed born with capacities for more than just self-interest. Whether that can be considered good or bad depends on who you address the question to. In the same terms, neither are all animals strictly beneficial to the precise flow of nature. But some are innately built with destructive tendencies. In reality, no creature born from disorder will ever adhere to one rigid set of structures, either capable of both good and bad. As it is governed by the gods, who are by their very nature the fruit of this orderly chaos. I, Eris, exist through disorder and the abundance of fear it innately carries. Vara nurtures regret and envy, both in an ample reserve throughout this world. Erebos reflects both wisdom and skill, although not exactly in high demand as of late. Teen perpetuates violence and apathy, forces that have no trouble thriving on their own, although suspiciously dormant for a while. And Kai, the oldest of us, who exists through the accumulation of order and light, both of which have been extremely dim in recent times. That is how the universe is governed, in harmony. Or perhaps how it should be. A disruption occurred in recent times. I do not know what it involved, but I know that it was strong. Humans enacted an amount of pain and destruction of overwhelming proportions. Kai has been absent since. I've been here, trying to prevent another occurrence. Now speak. What did you see? I saw a dark figure with what looked like wings and very bright blue eyes. How could you see Kai? Could have been making great efforts to entice humans back into this valley. It's like you said, not all people are bad, some are actually nice, but some can really suck. Why would he appear to you? A lot of them just like to leave trash everywhere, though. Before the disruption, Kai reached out to me. They left me a relic. An onyx stone, a relic darker than night. Oh, it's like the little needle I used to get into this place. What? One question, one answer. Tell me! Oh geez, alright. The door had a picture of a stag, and one of its little antler bits was missing. What did it look like? Looked just like that. Very dark but shiny. When I put it in, the door opened. I see. Then it is clear what I must do. You will take the onyx stone, and you will use it to find Kai. How am I supposed to do that? That is as far as my knowledge reaches. You must reach that conclusion on your own. But you must do it, and it must be soon. Just getting used to this place. Leave. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna sleep here. Okay. I got the key that allows me to open up that door that allows me to leave. You know the first thing about... You don't know the first things about rocks, but Oliver sure has a lot of tools to deal with them, so you should probably see if he knows anything. Fair. We're going to head back to Timber Crossing and talk to Oliver, and then I'm going to take a quick break so I can grab some food. So, like, shit happened with the humans. What we understand from Barbara's story is that there was a regime seemed like a dictatorship. Their symbol, though, was the stag. And the stag seems to be the god of violence and disorder. So maybe the stag... And the door was marked with the stag. So maybe what that god was trying to do was force the world into disarray to destroy it. For what reasons I couldn't ascertain, but it seems to be the idea. Been good, eh? Hey, Oliver. You wouldn't have anything in your toolbox that could handle something like this, right? That's quite the stone you got there. I don't think any of my regular tools are going to be any use with that, but I do have something a little bit more heavyweight. Give it here. Maybe the old jeweler's kit can cut through it. Went right through it like a butter knife. Through a cheese? No, that's not it. Anyway, bud, this here kit's going to get you through the hardest stone you need. But I can't let you have it for nothing. I'm sorry. It's already cost me an arm and a leg. You can get it from my shop if you find some place you need to use it. Fuck, that's expensive. But I do know a place to use it. But like I said, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab a quick bite. And I'll see you in a moment. Alright, I'm back. Just had a nice bowl of mac and cheese. Macaroni and or cheese, as I enjoy bear and or breakfast. Damn, 30 degrees Celsius. It's summer here. Excuse me. Oh, that's creepy. Hollow Gate. Bird. Hold on. It's too high even for me.
Sorry, I ain't too fast. Oh, just...
Hello. Hey there. Nice birdie. Thank you. I didn't do anything, I swear. You did. More than you know. I don't even know how to do that. Do not be alarmed. You are not in danger. Not any more than you were a minute ago. So I am in danger. In a sense. Life itself implies the presence of danger to its permanence. I am not the right bear to talk about these things. But you are the only one here. The only one that could ever be here. I'm only here because of the fox telling me to be. Ah, Eris. Well, more like yelling at me for no good reason, but still. A worthy counterpart, Eris. Ah, excuse me, as I draw breath for a moment. Thank you. What did you mean about Eris? Eris provided a stability for the world while I was indisposed. Even though her methods are her own, it was enough to ground reality in my absence. Where were you? I was right here, unable to leave. I had been awakened. I had been weakened and imprisoned over the course of years, till you found me. Before this, the world had been plunged into disarray. Not a simple chaos that thrives within its own disorder that would eventually balance itself out. This was a complex cycle of cruelty and death orchestrated by another god. Thine, the embodiment of violence. He had found a way to lure humans into a false sense of power, permeated through his own potential. Humans are the perfect vessel to imbue with a deceiving dominance. And so the violence spread and Thine grew stronger. As luck would have it, it was also humans that provided the opposing force required, leading to a boiling energy that eventually had no more space to accumulate, and as such, erupted. The night of the fire. Correct. Is that why it happened? Were you there? Wait, did you see any bears? Did you see my brother? Gods don't usually resolve such a multitude of inquiries. Sorry, yeah, I knew that. Conflict began after the sun had set. A clear night had fallen over the valley. The darkness settled over all humans, animals, and nature in this corner of the world. The tension that had been building up over days and months and years was not visible, but perceptible. Without a moment of hesitation, the violence erupted. Brutality and rage exploded with savage momentum engulfing everything in their path. Humans fighting each other, answering violence with little regard for any of their surroundings. Invisible to the mortal eye, my confrontation with Thine had begun. A celestial skirmish that would determine more than just the outcome of this clash. It would define the shape of this world and its immediate future. If violence and pain would continue their reign, there would be little left to share between either humans, animals, or the gods. I did, however, catch a glimpse of someone else in that moment. Your brother was indeed present at the time of our conflict. His was a valiant effort to aid the victims of this wave of violence, but his outer shell proved too fragile to endure the brutality that ensued. Indeed, Thine struck with a force so powerful almost nothing could confront it. In the aftermath of our clash, everything turned white as if struck by lightning, then dark as if it has been the last sliver of light to ever exist. The battle had no clear winners, only unmistakable losers on all sides. I do not know what Thine's fate was, but I do know that he did fare slightly better than I had, if only just. I'd collapsed here, at the top of Hollowgate, too weak to rise. I know Thine still had some residual strength, for it was he that imprisoned me in these onyx shackles. And to make sure I could not leave by any means, he locked me behind this dark sorcery, placing an onyx fawn at the entrance as an unbreakable bond, the mirror of his useful innocence. So this is where I began my slumber, trying to recover what little power I could, till someone, somehow, could break the stone and break the curse. Till just now, when someone, somehow, did manage to break the stone and free me from my shackles. Please allow me another moment to draw my breath. What's going to happen now? That is not ours to know, but only the universe's. I have now been freed from an existence convicted to slumber, a fate I could have never avoided on my own. But hindsight is best left to die alone. You've done well, young bear. Better than would be expected of you. Better than most. Thank you. The skies have cleared. The burden of the dark is slowly lifting. The light is free to dance once more. I grieve for your brother's life as I do all souls that are taken prematurely. But I am grateful for your heart, as it has achieved an ambition greater than its promise. And that does indeed fill my own, with great purpose. Huh. What now? I guess I just finished managing the resorts. Huh. I'm gonna check the achievements super quick. You can't see this, because... yeah. There's only 2 achievements left, so I did finish the story. I guess the fate of the other 2 gods is, lost. But the only 2 achievements left are to finish the Pinefall quest chain and collect all the clothes, which I assume comes from finishing this quest chain. But we did it. We saved the valley. Not just by restoring it to its once former glory, but by freeing gods imprisoned by other gods. We've made this place habitable for people and animals again. We've restored the world. 420. Oh, let's get bedside lamps. Right. Big fucking nightstand. I mean, whatever. I definitely can't fit that next to the bed. I can like that. It's not fitting in that room. Big old fancy end table here. This game is fantastic. If you just play it for that bit of story, then yeah, no, it's absolutely worth your time and your money. There are some flaws. I'm not going to say that there isn't. Because, yeah, there was a few. The inventory management system could be a little bit better. I wish I had an option to sell items. Inventory slots seemed pretty precious and far and few between. Oh, a treasure chest is here. Wow, it had nothing in it. I do wish I could fix the bumper cars. A little sad that I can't. I'm also a little sad that there isn't beachfront property. Because that would have been a good place to have an arcade, like a boardwalk kind of thing. That'd be really cool. But I don't know. What I have here, I'm happy with. Like, if I could fix this, that'd be great. That's bear and breakfast. I'm gonna go back and visit my mom. Can I? No. It would be very funny if I could, like, modify the house with everything I learned. So that's my brother's grave. Not my dad's, like I assumed. Though if I was getting visions of the gods, maybe my dad was the spirit of wisdom, which would be extra ironic considering Hank. Yeah, the moose doesn't seem to come up. I don't know what happened to the moose, and I don't remember what the moose was the god for. But I received a vision, and I saved the gods. I wonder if Eris has anything to say. Now that I've freed shit, I've already forgotten the name. Kai. They'll probably have nothing to say, but I have to know. Never be too sure. I have no obligation to make sense to you. You're right. You don't. But, hey, I freed the other god. Okay. Yeah, I think some of the guests that I have staying that do have the trait, are staying for multiple days. So it might be a bit before I finish that one. But we'll see. This was neat, though. I am a little sad that the supernatural twist doesn't really go much further. I was kind of hoping to see a bit more of it. I was curious about the other spirits. Oh, the frog. Right, that was the other one as well. The frog and the moose. The frog is in the swamp. I don't suppose Twiggy would have any connection to the dark spirits. Like, she's a tadpole located in that gloomy swamp that happens to have a statue of the frog in it. But hey, maybe the witch would know more. Only one way to find out. That's not an exit. No. Look like one. Almost fell into the cauldron once, but she saved me at the last second. So I'm pretty sure she secretly wanted to see what would happen. Aw. Long you before I toss you in the soup. Right. We'll give it one more day and then we'll call it, because I think we basically just hit the tail end. Game has wrapped up its major story points. I've pretty much 100%ed it, except for this last quest, which I don't think anything super significant happens, but we'll see. Nothing seems to happen. None of the NPCs have really anything to say. Just that there were a couple of, like, mistreated animals that were transported here, and then their fate was sealed when the fires took over. And the humans left and made everything abandoned. We'll check on the temperatures here. It's a 25, so it's like an 80-degree day. So I think the summer's kicked in, but still want to check in on the heaters. Excellent. I have a decent amount of mahogany now. The only thing I'm really lacking is silk. But that's because it costs some money. If I had to guess, this is like the second to last challenge And then it'll be like, get a bunch of 5-star reviews for a shirt or something. I'm also now seeing the significance of the hat, especially since it says it was a little too big for you. Man. I didn't expect to get so emotional about Hank, but I guess I see a lot of myself in him, you know? He's just a guy who wants to make people happy. And that's what I want. That's why I stream. I don't really have a whole lot of skill in general, but, like, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything, like, big like that, but I feel like I can make people laugh. I could be a good little background voice while you fold laundry or do dishes or whatever. I'm hopeful that I provide entertainment, that I make you happy. Because I want to give back, right? Content like this, streams like this, like people like this. Huge inspirations to me. Wayne, Jerma, Vinny, Joel. I wanted to... I don't think I could ever get as popular as them, but I wanted to provide something like that. I wanted to provide that level of entertainment. And we'll get there. This has been a difficult year. Hey, Mika. But coming out the other side of it, I'm glad I stuck with streaming. I'm glad that I may have taken the hit financially to do full-time streaming, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I tried. And we'll see where things take us once I start working again. Still waiting to hear back about that, but you know, we'll see. Oh. How's the baby been? How have you been since the baby? There we go. Get 35-star, a serious new hat. That's literally it. So just get 30 plus 5-star reviews from Pinefall. So that means I don't care who comes, as long as they get 5-star reviews. He's stubborn like me, and I'm good. Just a lot of recovery to do. C-sections suck. I can imagine. But yeah, no, that's it. This is the last thing in the whole game. And I'm not going to make you wait around while I pass through 30 guests to give me 5-star reviews. Which shouldn't be too hard. The most negative reviews seem to be from people who expect a ridiculous amount of decoration considering the size of room that they live in. Unless I plaster every wall with paintings. Hey, we're going to plaster every wall with paintings. Okay. let's make these rooms uncomfortably full of objects. And there's a window there. So we're going to put that over the bed. It's like, you know, your 2-point hospitals. You just throw a bunch of plants around. Eventually, people stop complaining. There. There. No, not the rug. That, thank you. There. Cool. But yeah, I'm not going to make you wait around for 35-star reviews. That'll happen on its own. And really all that gives me is like the 2 last achievements to 100% this game. So I won't waste y'all's time with that. We finished the story and that's what's important. The story in this game is absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend Bear and Breakfast enough. It is out on Switch. It's the perfect cozy game for that if you need to lie down and play it somewhere. It's out on PC, on Steam right now. Absolutely pick it up. Again, like $20 for something like this. If you want a more casual business management sim, you like the art style, you want to support a smaller dev, absolutely give them your money. They deserve it. Shorter stream this today. But to be fair, I did go long for the Splatoon 3 stream. Also, like, we're reaching the absolute end of a lot of games here. Let's pass the love along. We're gonna raid somebody. A few folks live right now, but I want to send the love to a good friend of mine. That was Nad. Thanks. I like to open their stream up so I can deal with the ad before sending people over there. My friend Chidose is playing some of that new Gundam game. I'll be joining you guys tomorrow for Splatfest. Saturday is going to be some wrestling. And Sunday I am off. I'll keep you guys updated about what's happening. Just check out my Twitter, my Discord if you need information about like what I'm doing or what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna lie down now. I love you guys, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, all of you. Especially you. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a good night, or else. And thank you so much for watching. Ta-ta.